Okay, so I pulled up here. You notice we have some 6x6s and some 2x6 treated stuff here. The 2x6 treated stuff was already here. The 6x6s are for the deck supports and the crow's feet, and you'll see as the construction goes on what we had there. And you can pull up here and you'll see some more of the plywood and some more of the 6x6s on this side. And you'll see out there where the driver got his forklift hung up, and that's what resulted in me not getting some deliveries because I was out here helping him pull it out. And here is the last of the 6x6s here. When you pull up here, and that pallet right in front of us is the pallet that they didn't have loaded, which resulted in all the problems. The other thing I wanted to discuss was the fact of trying to be honest with these people has just been an absolute pain too. I don't remember if it made it on the video or not, but they delivered, I ordered 7 2x4x16 treateds. They sent me 42. So I told them, hey, you need to pick these up. I didn't pay for these. And that resulted in them having to send people out to repalletize the stuff. Well, those 2x6x20s you see there on that pallet, there were supposed to be 66 of those. They sent me 72. They would have had to cut that pallet apart and repalletize it, and they just told me to keep it. The 4x8 by 3/4 tongue and groove plywood, there was supposed to be 120 sheets, and they shipped me 126. Now, there's some sheets on there that are damaged, so I didn't lose a whole lot of sleep over that. But again, you're trying to be honest with these people, because that's always been my policy, is to try to be honest. I mean, I could have kept all that wood and they'd have never known the difference, but then, you know, that's, to me, that's just not acceptable. So we, so, you know, and I told them about it, and they just said, heck with it. And so I have a little bit extra wood here to make up for all the troubles. Again, this is Sunday, May the 1st. So the framing and the setup is supposed to begin on the 8th. All the lumber you see sitting up here is lumber that's primarily for the downstairs and or some decking lumber over here. I am also going to have to finish hooking up the fittings on that air compressor there, so that's ready to go. So I'm going to video that, and then this will be it until the framing actually starts. And we'll keep you updated on how things go. We still are waiting on word of the new wheelchair lift being shipped. There's a swim spa going in that we're still waiting on. We knew that wasn't going to be shipped till sometime in May, and that company actually delivers their own. So I'm expecting that to be sometime in May that we get that that swim spa, but I really don't have anywhere to put it right now. So let me get set up here, and we'll get that little bit of setup done on the air compressor, and that'll be ready to go when my framer gets here. And we'll wrap this up for this part of the video series. And this is just getting the materials here. There've been some other overages and shortages on a little bit of the hardware, but nothing huge. I should be able to get that fixed. Nothing video worthy. And let me go get set up here, and we'll take about 10 minutes and finish up this air compressor, and we'll be ready to start construction. Okay, nothing too serious here, nothing real difficult. When we hacked this compressor out of my old barn, this pipe got broken off, so we're gonna cut that off real good. Up a little bit more. There we go. Nice clean cut. Always ream that out. So what we're going to do here is glue this. And I've used PVC for airline in the past, and it works really, really well. So then the other thing is, I have no way of knowing if my framer's airlines are going to be female or male on the fitting. So what I did was I picked up this box of fittings, or this little package of fittings. It's got some males and a female air hose fitting in it. So what we're going to do here, and that's a 1/2 inch PVC FIP adapter, which is short for female iron pipe. And then we're going to screw this bushing in here. For those of you who use Teflon tape, I just don't particularly like it. Just my own personal quirk. I'll say there's anything wrong with it. I just prefer pipe dope. We're going to screw this in. Okay. So then when he gets here, and he's going to be actually in here next Saturday night, and Sunday we're going to go over the plans of what all we should do. We can figure out what his fittings are, and we'll either use this 1/4 inch nipple and the female hose fitting, or just screw one of the male hose fittings in and we'll be done. So I'm going to tuck these down here underneath the wood where they won't get damaged or blown away. But that's all there was to that. So we're ready for framing to begin. And what I'll probably do going forward, unless there's something really significant to report, is I will probably simply video a little bit during the day, especially during framing, and show you what the progress, and I'll probably compile it into a video once a week as construction goes forward. So, and again, I'm going to tack on after this ends the video where we did the last unload. And again, keep in mind it's not complete because we had some problems with the guy's forklift. But you can get an idea of what happened with my conversation with the driver. The driver's been really, really good to me. He knows what's supposed to be here, and he can't help what they're trying to load him. He's the one calling me and telling me they're screwing up. So, on that note, I'll video the rest of that, and then I'll tack that onto the end of this video, and then I'll see you probably in 2 weeks once we've got some framing going here. And I wanted to also point out, for those of you who saw the video I titled Snowpocalypse 2022, that was 1 week ago today is when that storm blew out. And for those of you who saw it, you saw the snow on the ground. We're going to pan here. All the way around. You can see a little bit of snow out there. That's actually state of Wyoming ground out there. That's all the snow that's left. So that there's a little bit over here too. And there's some out here on some of the neighboring ranches. So with that note, I'll add that other in, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks when we get some framing done, and I'll get you another video up. Thank you for watching. folks. We got the truck pulling up right in front of us here. I'm going to pull down and do a count, and this will probably be done in a different order. This delivery was supposed to happen Tuesday. It's now Thursday, and this has been a fiasco and a half. So we're going to get out and count what we got here. Let's see here. 3/4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey, it's looking pretty promising today. 6 by 6. Those the 8s or the 10s? Those are 8s.
I think those are 8s, and then I think there's 10s on the other side.
Okay. Okay. Looking rather promising. Were there a few 2 by 6 by 10s and 12s floating around on there somewhere? Yeah, I see them on top. I see them on top.
Yeah, so then ones that when we were to come the other day, them treated ones, they banded that.
I see them. I see them. We're good. So all right. I'm trying to figure out how to stage all this crap. So the pallet of 20s and all that needs to go up. You can put those on the concrete. Okay. And then maybe try to put the plywood and the landscape, or the 6 by 6s maybe out there with those stacks behind the forklift. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I need you to keep a path open, because if it ever dries out, I do have trusses coming in here at some point.
Yeah, come on through here. Okay.
But
so basically you just want the 20-footers up top.
yeah, I want that top pallet of lumber up top. You can go ahead and put that on the concrete pad.
Okay.
No problem. And then everything else we need to leave down here.
Okay.
Until my framer gets here.
Okay.
And the only thing you didn't bring lumber wise was there's 8 2 by 12 by 16s, and they forgot to pull them and they were out of them.
Okay.
Okay, so those should come on next week's load. Next week's load, siding, because it looks like you got all the lumber on here, so preferably siding and roofing next week. There's should be one more pallet of shingles, felt, or tar paper.
Yep.
Angle, all that crap.
Last the other day when we were supposed to come, they had a pallet of, there was a few shingles on there, and then they had the paper wrap, and then I think they had all them nails and stuff that these guys just brought, and
right,
or
and
whatever was in those boxes. And
yeah, they're up pulling seven 2x4s out of the bundle, and then you're supposed to take that back. And I think I told them, I said, unless you guys want to wrap all those nails up, I think it's gonna be just as easy to throw them back in your car.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I told them.
So that's the master plan. No, what you missed out on is after they had to unload you.
Yeah.
I called in and got put on hold for 45 minutes. And I called my coworker and I said, "You got this?" He said, "It was really slow that day." He says, "Yeah." I said, "I'm going to be gone about 3.5 hours." I walked up and Charles's eyes get about this big around. He goes, "I told him you weren't going to be happy." I said, "Well, there's this line from this movie from the 80s, Charles." I said, you're nice until it's time to not be nice. I said, "It's time to not be nice. Get a manager up here now." And I think I took about 10 pounds out of each ass cheek. And I said, "You will get this delivered this week." And she says, well, we'll get it fixed. I said, now you're going to figure out when you're going to get it fixed. I'm not leaving until you do. And I stood right there while I made her redo the schedule. The funny part of the whole story was I go down there to MG Oil to fill up when I'm leaving. And I'm pulling out, I call my wife, say, okay, honey, I'm on my way home. And an ambulance is going by with the sirens wailing. She says, oh shit, do I have to come bail you out? It was one of those, you kind of had to be there, but.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
So what I figure, because it's so soft around here, is you unload this side, okay? Go up there to the first Y, that's Goldie Divide. Do a back in turnaround, and come back and have this side over here, and that way you can use my driveway as the full unload.
Okay, yeah, we could do that. I could try like I did last time and pull up here, because I actually was able to just have just enough where I was right on the edge of the road.
If you think you can do it, I just don't want you to get
right
hung up in there. I mean, I can probably pull you out with the Dodge, but whatever you think's easiest.
Okay, yeah, I'll try. I'll at least try it, and maybe if not, then we can just throw the straps back over and we can go down there and turn around.
Yeah, go down, turn around, and you could probably turn around if Twyla's renter moves. You could probably turn around in her driveway for that matter. So, and that one there's vacant. So
yeah, I was looking at that. I don't know if there'd be quite enough room. There might be, or I could 90 it in there and turn around there too. But
yeah, he's actually a lawyer in Gillette.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a section of state ground over there. He has that for his hunting property, and I keep an eye on it for him. So right. that and I get to cross it when need be if the time comes. So all right.
Get this stuff unstrapped, and then we'll start getting this stuff.
All right, I'll they're probably gonna have to move that car for you to get up there.
Yeah, they will, especially with that 20-foot stuff.
Yeah, with that 20-footer. All right. Okay, so as you can see in front of us, the snow melt, if you watch the last episode, you'll see that the snow melt has just made everything soft and sticky around here with mud. So they're going to have to go up and turn their truck around at the next crossroad and come back. That way they can use my driveway to unload. You can see the plywood's having to be stacked right beside the driveway, because if you get off of the driveway, it's, you're going to sink that thing to China. So we, just bring you up to speed on what's going on. So far the count appears pretty good this time. And, so we're making headway. I was just bringing you up to speed on where we were. So we'll bring it back here in a little while.